Capricorn, hello there, my beautiful friends. We're going to do your general tarot reading for mid to late September 2023. Thank you so much for joining me today. You know, I appreciate each and every single one of you. So let's get right down to business as always and start you off with an oracle card here, just so we could dip our toes in the energy and see what's going on for the lovely Capricorns. I hope you're all doing fabulous, my friends. Let's see what's going on, my guides. Talk to me. What do we got for the Cappies? And yes, we're just going to take one, one quick look at this first card, then we'll get into the full reading itself. And at the very end, I'll pull you a bonus card from the Shadowland Tarot, just to see what might be in the shadows or what shadow work you can lean in on, which is always interesting. But let's get it going here. Let's rock and see what we got. For the Cappies, please see what's up, my guys. Oh, quick, very first shuffle. And I always find it intriguing when it does that. Now, this is a beautiful card. It's a beautiful energy for us to lead off with. Even if we do have some choppy things within the whole reading itself, this tells me beautiful things about guidance, spiritual protection, the journey of life. That's very deep imagery we have going on here. But before we fully dive into it, if you're new here, I'll be speaking about the September subscriber surprise towards the end, so you might want to check that out. Also, if you could kindly illuminate that like button by tapping it right on its third eye, you know, I'd greatly appreciate it. And finally, for those of you interested, I opened up channel memberships here. If you're interested in becoming a channel member, check out the pinned comment down in the comment section. Obviously, no pressure, but I'll be doing a special reading for the first members of this first month. But enough of the promo. Let's get into the reading. I promise that's it. Quick, fast, and easy. Look at this energy we have going on here. So we see this individual dressed up in red, and these white birds are, I don't want to say stringing this person along, but they're guiding him, helping this person. Now, in divination and symbolism, white birds do represent divine energy, angelic energy. So we could think of ancestors, angels, spirit team, assistants. So this is beautiful, and I feel like a lot of you need to hear that and have that reassurance that you are divinely protected, or you are being guided down a very specific journey. Now, in last week's reading, there was big karmic energy showing up, and this is kind of representative of that. Like, even if you're going through a tough time, just know you're loved and protected. You're not alone. Now, there is assistance linked in here, so maybe some of you will receive some divine assistance of some kind. Either that or somebody you're connected to might need your help. So it's really all up to what you're going through. We're just going to place it down over there. Very loving, very caring, and angelic. But let's get into tarot. And I always say that first card, it doesn't make or break the reading. It's just a footnote. So let's get you 3 tarot cards in the upright. Then we'll get into that intuitive juiciness. So let's shuffle up one time. What do we got for the Capricorns? And while we get the deck ready, let's talk about last week's reading. I know I already mentioned it, that we had some karmic archetypes, and that's true. The reading was titled Big Karmic Warning, and it showed up in multiple places throughout the reading. Karmic cycles, beginnings, endings, whether old ones, new ones, future ones, it was all over the place. Very powerful energy. So I'm hoping you haven't been going through too much, okay? But we'll see what we have for you this week. You know, energy is very fluid. It's never set in stone. So only take this how it hits for you, because we could be seeing your vibe or someone you're linked to. Let's get you 3 cards. See what we have for Capricorn this week. Sometimes karmic energy does stick around for a while, though. That heavy spiritual life journey based type of energy. We do have a card that could represent you. We got the King of Pentacles, all about business here. All about money, all about business, all about abundance and blessings. I love it, especially in an earth sign reading. Let's get you 2 more. Really start to build this story out. I would say that's a really good card to start with. All right, lots of court cards here. People everywhere. Page of Wands, communicative messages possibly. Let's get you 1 more. Thank you. Okay, we have the 8 of Swords on the back end. Could be a little stress-induced. So I'm already seeing a very interesting mixture of energy here, my friends. Let's go through. I'll give you some of the classical meanings and archetypes, and then we'll get into the juicy, intuitive stuff. So at first look, first glance, when I look down here at this spread, obviously I have to mention, we have a nice even distribution of elements. We have earth, we have fire, we have air, and they all intermingle and mix and coagulate to form our whole story. But we have 2 court cards. We have the King of Pentacles, the Page of Wands. These could be individuals in your life or just very interesting energies. The only thing that I'm really like raising a little eyebrow at is this 8 of Swords on the back end, but we'll explore that as we go along, because this could be one thing, it could be various different things, but let's go through piece by piece. Position number 1, we have the King of Pentacles. Like I said, you're an earth sign. Doesn't matter if you're male, female, or anything in between. This is an energy that you could be stepping into and embracing, or it could be coming into your life. Now, if you're connected to another earth sign, this could be them showing up here. So Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. And it's super sturdy, extremely abundant. Very similar to the Empress and the Queen of Pentacles, except a little different. Now, the King of Pentacles could be taking control of monetary situations. It could be all about the money, all about the pentacles, the work, the material gains could be coming in for a lot of Capricorn. So this is very good, very sturdy. Now, one thing we do have to watch out for King of Pentacles energy, if this isn't an older male figure in your life as well, when we see this, it could just be someone that's a little resistant to change, or somebody that is a little hard-headed, a little stubborn. So we'll have to watch out for this. Generally, it's very good, but in my style of reading, since you're an earth sign, it could be telling us a way you're feeling or something that could be coming your way. So this could be representing you. Now, moving to the center, we have the Page of Wands. Totally different vibe than a king. The pages are the youngest of the court suit, of the court cards in any suit. And the Page of Wands, fire sign energy, so Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. All pages are students, they're all communicators. So whether it's either learning new things, jumping into new things, new ventures, new cycles, it's very good for that. But it could also be a conversation, a message, whether giving or receiving. We could be looking at some sort of talk or communication with this page. Another lesson we have to think of with this Page of Wands, it is very rambunctious. It's full of energy. It's full of get up and go, very fiery, which can be good for forward progress, but it could also be a little wild sometimes. So energy might be a little sporadic, a little volatile when a Page of Wands is here. Spirit could be warning you or asking you to analyze what you're putting your energy into, to conserve your energy. Don't put out too much. Make sure you're focusing on the right things. Don't waste your energy, because page energy can do that sometimes. They can put so much into something that they kind of run the well dry. So we'll have to see what's up with that. Now, getting to the back end, as we place this little page right here next to the king, all safe and sound, we have the Eight of Swords. Now, that's an intimidating type of imagery, especially if you're not really new, or if you're new to tarot or not used to the imagery. We have this person blindfolded, surrounded by the swords. So the blindfold, obviously, that could represent confusion. It could represent mystery, the unexpected, the surprising. But the swords, it's kind of someone imprisoned, whether they're imprisoned within their own thoughts, their own mind. You might be feeling cornered. You might be feeling trapped in some sort of way. This could be something very minor as a little cabin fever. You might need to get out and shake things up. Or this could be someone really imprisoned in one way or another. But the Eight of Swords to me is somebody stressing something. Okay, it's anxiety, it's nervousness, it's stress. Very similar to the Nine of Swords, which is the card right next to it. So this could be telling us that either you or somebody else could be a little wound tight right now in this time. Like on the low end, concerned, but on the high end, like super high strung overthinking. But I want to dive deeper on all this. It's very layered. Let's jump in and clarify. All right, let's get a good shuffle here for my Capricorns. Please see what we got for you, my friends. And yes, this is where I go intuitive with the message, which means I just tell you how it feels to me. So feel free to do further research or rely on your base knowledge of tarot, because as you know, every single reading is about the reader's interpretation, and I'm just giving you mine. Let's go in on that King of Pentacles. And yes, if you're a reader yourself, please feel free to play along. That's why the box is here. If you're feeling any messages you want to give to Capricorn, drop it down in the comments, please. Be my guest. Let's see what's up here. Why is that King of Pentacles in the mix? Thank you. Beautiful. You got something nice coming in. Regardless of what we have here on the back end, we have the Three of Cups underneath this King of Pentacles. Another thing I do want to say for you, Capricorn, you might be a little more popular than you usually are. Like, that could really be possible in the coming days and weeks, because people, now we have the Three of Cups. It's celebratory, it's get-togethers, it's parties. So there might be something you're celebrating or something that could be coming in that will be a cause for celebration. The Three of Cups does get a bad reputation, okay? Some people say, oh yeah, well, this is like a messy third-party situation. And sure, in its most extreme sense, yes, it can represent that. But to me, this is merriment, happiness, joyousness, a reason to celebrate. You see those people toasting, they're living it up. So when I see it under a card that could represent you, obviously, I have to mention, this could be some sort of big or huge, massive win or victory coming in. Whether it's of the emotional variety, could be of the monetaries. For some of you, it could be a big monetary boost coming in. But I really like this, and I am feeling that little bit of popularity, my friends, especially like with the page, now the Three of Cups. Lots of people or lots of energy, so you might be getting more phone calls or messages than you normally do. However, I do have to say this. Remember I said there could be somebody with cabin fever on the back end. You might need to get out a little bit, so Spirit could be asking you to socialize a little more, get out there, mix it up with some people. So let's just move forward. Obviously, this is very positive. I feel like this is extremely positive, big winner victory in the front end. So, okay, either you are celebrating something or there will be a cause to be very happy. Let's see what's going on with that page, which I'd really like to see for you, my friends. So why is that page here? So yeah, because pages could sometimes be the bearer of news. It could be bringing us messages and such. Okay, yeah, don't let anybody try to like really douse your flame here when we have the Five of Cups underneath this Page of Wands. Whereas for some of you, it might seem like whenever you're happy, somebody else isn't. Okay, like only take that if it hits. But the way it's reading to me, this is somebody that's like always trying to down something, or like when you're happy, when you're feeling good about something, it's like they got to pull it down or pull you down. Beware of that in this time. Okay, obviously not for everyone, but the Five of Cups is the River of Tears. Okay, the complete opposite of what we are having here. So whereas you might have a big win coming in, there could be someone you're connected to in your life that is going through a very difficult time. Okay, could be flipped vice versa, you know that. But I'm just getting this odd feeling that somebody like, this sounds harsh, but they don't like seeing others happy or content. Okay, very odd feeling here. There could be somebody in their feelings upset, sad, or angry as well, and they might want to communicate that, even if they're not at the moment. So I am seeing this type of energy. I don't really want to overcomplicate it or feed into it too much because it's not the nicest feeling in the middle, right? It feels like disgruntled to me. Let's see what's going on the back end, because now we have a complete mix of energy. We have something that could be really, really good and positive, but now we have this little energy that's like contending with it. So let's go in on that Eight of Swords. See what's up with the Eight of Swords, then we'll do a quick recap before we get into the Shadow card. Yeah, but I would absolutely watch out for people trying to be a downer, okay, or delivering bad news. That could absolutely be it. So why is the Eight of Swords here? I mean, you did have communication in your reading a couple of weeks ago. Yeah, why is the Eight of Swords, please? The deck is being very specific now. There we go. Okay. Yeah, there's somebody going through a very trying time or a test. We have the Strength card underneath this Eight of Swords. Yeah, this feels like a gut check or a test of some kind, my friends. Whether you're going through one, I know we saw karmic energy last week. For a portion of you, you might be connected to Leo. We have two big signifiers of the Leo sign. But when I see strength, I think of someone's inner character. I think of how somebody deals with issues, how they deal with problems, whether they're their own problems or problems that are external to themselves. It's fighting things with love as opposed to force. And when I see strength under a card like this Eight of Swords, I feel like someone, yes, there's this heavily stressed, heavily anxious type of energy, and they are struggling. This is somebody either going through a big test or it's a really tough struggle for them to see something through. So this is the oddest little mixture of energy, because your energy looks like it could be very stable, a lot of good things coming in, but surrounding you, there's like all this other stuff happening. Like, try your best not to get dragged into it in this time, whether it's somebody's attitude, whether it's somebody's way of seeing things, way of viewing things, could be very negative on this back end. But I feel for you, for the Capricorn collective, the energy could be like much more positive and optimistic. So you could still collect these wins and victories, but strength on the back end underneath this Eight of Swords. Someone's going through a struggle, or this could be an important test of some kind. Okay, maybe you are, right? Life is a mixed bag. Some days we go through all this range of emotions. So maybe that's something you're going through as well. A little bit of a roller coaster, it happens. But somebody is being tested in an important way, going through a very important test or a serious one. let's go through and do a quick recap. I know I kind of gave you a little overview already, but let's go through before we get to the shadow card. Interesting mixture. In position number 1, we have the King of Pentacles, a card that could represent you, with the Three of Cups in the upright, partying it up, living it up, get-togethers. I did say you might be more sociable and popular in this time when we have all these energies of other people around you, but you know, other things do come with that as well. But to me, this does feel like some sort of win being celebrated or victory. Maybe Spirit's nudging you to go be a little more social, to cut loose a little bit, especially if you've been in and not doing much lately. But this does feel really good to me. Wins, victories of a big kind. However, moving to the center, we have the Page of Wands with the Five of Cups in the upright. Somebody might be a little bit of a downer. Every time like you have something good to talk about or something you want to celebrate, this person is possibly pulling the energy down, delivering bad news, talking about how upset they are. And I was seeing that, yeah, this energy is really positive, but there's a lot of struggle here on the back end. So there could be other people around you going through some serious things. Now on the back end, we have the Eight of Swords with the Strength in the upright. Yeah, big Leo energy showing up here, but to me, this did feel like somebody going through an important test or a serious test. Okay, and this time, I'm not sure if they're passing or failing this test, but there is a bit of a struggle here. So life could be like that for you right now, where some things are super easy. Some things are really going well, but other things, it's like a slog. It's like one thing after another. So only take it how it hits. I feel generally, though, for a lot of Capricorns, this week could be very positive for you. But let's get into the shadow card. And yeah, please take a screenshot of that if you want to look into it further. Let's see what's in the shadows for you. What is in the shadows for Capricorn? Please and thank you. And you know I like to pull one shadow card at the end of every spread. I feel like it's a nice introspective thing to do, whether it's something internal or something you might be dealing with, maybe something you don't even see right now. I feel like it's a good thing. So let's get one card out here. Wrap this up nice and easy. Oh, okay, that card came out in a very odd fashion. We have the Ace of Pentacles, beautiful energy. And I always see it differently when we get one of the more positive cards in the shadows, because this could be Spirit asking you to not let something slip through your fingers. Now, with the Ace of Pentacles as a shadow card, yeah, there could be a couple warnings, but I feel like generally this is really positive. All aces are the opportunities. I always say it. And this one in particular is my card of golden opportunities. So you might really need to broaden your vision and see something for what it is. You might have a very big opportunity coming in to change things for a very positive way. Don't let it slip through your fingers, or learn to recognize it when it's there. Learn to know when Spirit is throwing you an alley-oop. However, there can also be a little warning here about false opportunities. So Spirit could be asking you to really use your discernment with various different things. And I know Capricorns are very witty individuals. You know when something's true, you know when it's BS. So trust your BS-o-meter in this time, with people, with money, with all sorts of things. Okay, so yeah, that's what I have for you this week, my friends. Don't click away just yet, though. I'm going to give you the details of the September subscriber surprise. For the September subscriber surprise, I'll be picking 2 lucky winners to win 2 tarot decks completely at random. It will be a winner's choice. So if you want to get the Gilded Tarot, you could go ahead and do that. If you want the Everyday Witches Tarot, that's your choice as well. Any deck under $40 US will be given away. So if you'd like to get your name in for this one, it's 2 simple things as always, my friends. First, you must be subscribed. Second, let me know down in the comments which zodiac signs you get along best with. You'll be entered to win, and at the end of the month, I'll put the winners in my community tab. As always, my friends, much love, and I'll see you next time.